A team from the University of Geneva, UNIGE, has successfully developed an artificial neural network that possesses the cognitive ability to interpret and perform tasks based on linguistic instructions. This AI model was trained to learn basic tasks and then accurately describe them to another AI, which was then able to carry out the tasks without prior training. But before we go to the good stuff, please use some time to like this video and hit the subscribe button. The capability to execute a new task solely based on verbal or written instructions is a distinct human skill. Furthermore, once we have learned a task, we can effectively communicate the instructions to others so they can reproduce it. This unique capacity sets us apart from other species, which require numerous trials and reinforcement signals to learn new tasks without the ability to communicate those instructions to their peers. Natural language processing, a subfield of artificial intelligence, aims to replicate this human faculty by creating machines that can comprehend and respond to vocal or textual data. This technique relies on artificial neural networks inspired by the interconnectedness and electrical signaling of biological neurons in the brain. However, the neural computations necessary to achieve the cognitive feat described above are still not well understood. According to Alexander Puget, a professor at the UNIGE Faculty of Medicine, current conversational agents utilizing AI can integrate linguistic information to generate text or images. However, they have not yet demonstrated the ability to translate verbal or written instructions into sensorimotor actions, let alone explain them to another AI for reproduction. The research team led by Puget has made progress in developing an artificial neural model with this dual capacity, albeit with prior training. They combined an existing model called SBERT, which contains 300 million neurons and is pre-trained to understand language, with a simpler network consisting of a few thousand neurons. In the experiment, the network was first trained to simulate Wernicke's area, responsible for language perception and interpretation in the brain. Then, it was trained to reproduce Broca's area, which generates and articulates words under the influence of Wernicke's area. The training took place on regular laptop computers, and written instructions in English were transmitted to the AI. The tasks included pointing to the left or right location where a stimulus is perceived, responding in the opposite direction of a stimulus, or distinguishing between two visual stimuli with slight contrast and indicating the brighter one. The model successfully learned these tasks and could describe them to a second network, enabling the reproduction of the tasks. This marks the first instance of two AIs communicating with each other purely through language. This model presents new possibilities for understanding the relationship between language and behavior. It holds particular promise in the field of robotics, as it addresses the crucial issue of enabling machines to communicate with each other. The researchers believe that the current network, although small, can serve as a foundation for developing much more complex networks integrated into humanoid robots. These advanced networks would possess the ability to understand human instructions as well as communicate and collaborate with each other. In summary, this study demonstrates that humans' remarkable ability to interpret linguistic instructions for novel tasks can be replicated in AI models. The models are trained on common tasks, receive instructions from a pre-trained language model, and can perform unseen tasks based solely on linguistic instructions. The research sheds light on how language influences sensoromotor representations and how linguistic information can facilitate flexible and general cognition in the human brain. Thank you for watching. Before you go, please leave your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates.